Good morning. Welcome to this special episode of the Mcnitz podcast. We are going to go through our whips today. I am Heather. I am coming to you from Southern California. I live here
state for once.
Yeah. I live here with my husband, my 3 kids, and my mom. And yeah.
Hi everybody, I'm Nicci. I'm coming to you from central Wisconsin, where I live with my husband, my son, our dog, and my grandmother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this episode, as I was starting to say, forgot to introduce myself, we're going to show you everything that we are entering 2022 with on the needles. Yeah.
I doubt that either one of us will get anything finished in the next day and a half.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I do have one pair of socks that is dangerously close to being done, okay. And I'm on my second sock. And I actually, the reason why it's been on the needle so long is because I lost the color that I was using for my heel, toes, and cuffs.
Oh, cool.
But I found something last night as I was going through my stuff that I could use. It's not the same, but it's similar enough to work out.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna finish that. But I don't know if I'll finish it today or because we're leaving tomorrow, like afternoon-ish. Gotcha. To go to San Diego for New Year's. So I don't know. And I have some things to do before we leave. So anyways, let's jump into it. I have technically 28 whips on the needles. But since we moved, I cannot find the crochet blanket that I was making for Evelyn. So I'm a little stressed out about that because I was making that for her graduation present. And
you will find it. I have faith in you.
I'm a little stressed. And I did already start it. So, I mean,
Sorry.
Starting over would not be the worst case scenario. I just don't want to do that if I can avoid it. So,
I forgot to grab a pen and paper. You can keep talking.
Where's that?
Uh-oh. I hear Gabriel. All right, everybody, I'll be right there to fill in the gap here. I'm trying to get pen and paper just to make sure my numbers are correct on how many whips I have. I wasn't as good as Heather in going through before we got sat down to do this because I am trying to get my entire stash up on Ravelry and clean out my house. So yeah, it's been kind of hectic. We have a nice size house, farmhouse, but we accumulated a lot of stuff through divorces and moves, and so now we're going room by room to get rid of things that either we don't want or give back to the people who moved and now have a home so they can have their stuff back.
I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
I told my daughter to watch him, but it didn't work out. No, one of his Sonic figures broke.
Oh no.
And he was looking for Dad because Dad fixes them.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's why I'm not as prepared as Heather is today, because I've been doing a lot of other things. And then I was outside right before we did this. I had to run something to the post. That's why my hair is still windblown. It is cold. I put on a shawl because I was freezing.
And like I've told you before, it's really saying something if Nicci says she's cold.
It's bone. It's that bone chill because it's just so damp. So
yeah. Did I tell you that one time, or when Evelyn was younger, she used to say when she got cold, she would say, "I have winter in my bones."
Aw, it's cute.
I don't remember if I ever told you that, but yeah,
you did that.
And yeah, we would think it was the funniest thing ever. I would turn my bones. Anyways, so yeah, the only reason why I know this is because I was writing them down and putting which bag they're in. I have a couple projects that share bags, but they're small projects and they have the same bag.
Right.
So I'll show those as we come to them, but we're not going to do this in any kind of order. Like all of our sweaters, all of our socks, all of our shawls, no, we're just going to pull. I have a basket sitting right here on the floor next to me. Nicci has all of her stuff on her bed. So whatever we reach for and grab, that's what we're going to show you guys. And going forward, like you would have, or should we say our goals in this episode?
We can.
I mean, we said it in our.
Yeah, we said it in the other one, but if we say it twice, it's got to be true, right? We're holding ourselves accountable if we say it twice out loud.
I guess so. I guess you could say that. I don't know where I wrote my goals. Oh, here they are. So I'll go ahead and start off since do you have your goals in front of you?
I remember them. They're downstairs, but not a problem.
Okay.
Because I've been going over them so much.
I have not, so I had to look them up again.
Mm-hmm.
So I technically have 5 goals, but 4 are monthly goals and 1 is kind of something that I've wanted to do for a long time. And one of those monthly goals is on hold until I find the project. So first goal and my most I guess I want to say my top priority goal is I want to complete a pair of socks a month from my Area 51 stash. I've purchased 11 out of the 12 months of her Gilmore Girls colorway from 2021. I plan to continue that into the new year. And along with that, I also purchased a second skein. Because if you order more than $50, I think it is, from Bella, she gives you free shipping. And from Canada, that's appreciated. Along with that, after I finish the pair of socks, I'm going to make a mini sock, a barn raising square, and a mitered corner square with the remainder yarn that I have. I always have leftover yarn.
Which is, not to cut you off, but I think that's a great goal to do when we have all these scrappy projects.
Mm-hmm.
I've been seriously Heather's on the right track. Maybe before I put that skein away, rather than just putting it into their separate containers of my scraps, maybe I need to do the same, but I haven't jumped on board with that one yet.
Yeah, I feel like I have the reason why this is kind of my second priority goal is because obviously I need to finish my first priority to have the yarn, but I have said, I'm going to I finished a few self-striping pairs of socks and I have not put squares in my blanket, and they're either just shoved in my bag or shoved in my closet behind me, and then I'll go to reach for something else and I'll find those skeins and it's oh yeah, I have to put that on my yarn, what's that?
This is all the self-striping that I did last year in socks. Those are all
wow.
all the scraps is in this bag.
That's crazy. See, that's what I need. But I have a bag for my project, so I just stick it in. I'm supposed to being the key word,
right,
stick it in my bag with the barn raising squares and mitered square blanket, but I put it in my closet and then forget all about it. And then when I go to reach for something, then I'm oh yeah, so this is in my bag, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, so then my third priority goal is to finish at least 1 outstanding whip a month. As I go through these whips, you'll see that I have a few that are not far off from finishing. So that does not seem unachievable to me. And then my last one for the month is to make a square for Evelyn's blanket. But like I said, that has to be on hold until I find the project. And then my bucket list, I guess you could say, goal for the year
Your
is to
technique.
is to learn how to do beaded crochet. It's where you take seed beads and string them onto crochet cotton thread. I watched a video last night where somebody used like itty bitty seed beads, like less than 11s.
Oh,
They were so
wow.
small. And they used size 20 crochet thread, which is like a
That's like
step up.
thread.
Yeah, it's like a step up from thread.
Wow.
And they made this gorgeous ornament. And I was like, okay, I can't do that. Like I'm gonna start with size 10 crochet thread because that's what I have a lot of. When I worked at Joann's, I purchased a lot of crochet thread. And size 11 seed beads. That's where I'm gonna start and see how it goes. But I really love the Christmas ornaments that are, done.
I'll wait for mine in the mail in December. Thank you.
I love the little, I've seen little coin purses and little makeup clutches done
Because
with
I can
beaded
remember as a
crochet.
little girl seeing the clutches like on ladies when they go out with, I mean, they maybe held a compact and a lipstick.
Yeah, they're super small, but it's kind of like a vintagey classic
Yeah.
look to me, So
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful. And it's a lot of work, I know that, but
It's
I
definitely an heirloom project.
yeah, and I want to make things that my kids can enjoy.
Yeah.
Like the stockings I mentioned on an earlier episode. I want to make all the stockings for my family, which
Yep.
is 8 stockings. So pray for me. But
Oh no.
yeah. What?
I don't have a screen right now.
It still says recording and I can still see you.
Okay. I'm back.
Okay. Okay, so your turn.
My turn. So my monthly goals is a pair of socks, a hat, a mitten, fingerless or a mitten, and then a cowl every month. And then I have the Celtic quilt I'm doing, which is a
Mhm.
knitting square that I want to do each month. And then, so that continues through. And I plan to do the mystery one next year too.
When does this current one end?
This current one ends, so the last square is May, and then we have from May to September to like join them, do the border around, and then September it starts again.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know, like with the ones for this month or this year, so it's only 9 squares.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's gonna be big enough for us for on our bed. So I might add some of the ones. I would like to get the 3 years prior because this is year number 4 that they're doing this,
Mhm.
or add some from next year's. I haven't decided. I'll see where I go, but I'd like to do it each year because I mean, those are good heirloom projects. I have lots of nieces and nephews. I have a JJ, of course. So I find it something I could do, put in a hope chest, and then on their weddings or something, graduations, not their graduations, because let's face it, kids party. I would rather them have an acrylic blanket for me when they go to college that can
Yeah.
be thrown in the wash machine dryer in case they decide they're going to party, because let's face it, they're college kids. They're going to do it at least once.
Mhm.
And then I'm starting the 6th, January 6th, around the table. Kim is starting the building blocks, and that's 1 square a month. And that's also knit. And it starts at like a beginner level, and each month it teaches you new things. So I thought that was really cool. And that one I plan on doing. I'm doing it in Lion brand. Don't make fun of me because I'm using cheap yarn, but not cheap yarn. Everybody has their own taste. It's a 100% recycled polyester wool. It's called Respun.
Oh yeah.
It's a worsted weight, and there's 685 yards per skein. It's like a 248 gram ball. And it has some really nice not bright colors, but not muted, like more masculine colors. So I figured if I could do that and do it in colors for JJ, that would be his blanket that I give him at graduation. Because it's 100% wash and dry.
Um,
and it's soft. Like,
I feel like acrylic yarn has definitely moved away from scratchy. Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, like Heather was saying, like the acrylic yarn has moved away from the scratchy. They're trying to make it softer and better for people. But yeah, every yarn has its place. I'm not a super huge yarn snob, so I think that when I do things for kids and everything, I like it in acrylic because it's easy, washable, dryable for brand new parents, especially that baby spit up. You know, there's things that happen, so it's just easier for them. And then my what did I call it? My technique I want to learn or master for next year is corner to corner. And also starting June 6th, Kim, you're still muted. Okay. On June 6th, Kim from Around the Table, again on her Zoom Thursdays, she has a crochet hour, then she has knit hour afterwards. And so for the crochet part, she is going to be doing a corner to corner blanket, starting us off on the basic one. And then in a few weeks or months, I don't know how long it's going to take people to master this, because I've been trying for years. She's going to teach us how to do like the picture.
Oh, the pick graphs.
Which last year Heather got me a pick graph that I really wanted to do together for my birthday.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that in the next 3 to 4 months we can start that. So
for 2021 birthday, I got it for you.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm hoping that we can start that later on this year. You know, doing the square, like one of the squares a month or something between the two of us. Pick out the squares. I think there's 16, and you can decide which ones you want and don't want in the pattern. So that's my goal.
I don't know who it's by, but we can link it down below. But it's the Friends blanket.
Yep. On Ravelry.
Yeah.
They had a Harry Potter one.
Yeah, this lady has a lot. Like she has.
I know she had a Grease one.
Because
I really like that one too.
I know. Like I want to make all. But one thing that I do want to mention about her patterns, since we're on the subject, she makes it really easy to find the yarn. So like if you're gonna go with Hobby Lobby, I love this yarn, or if you're gonna go with Red Heart, those are the 2 yarns that she suggests, just because it's a blanket and most people would want to use acrylic with blankets so that they can be washed. So she gives you the numbers, like she gives you the.
Oh, I didn't even notice that yet in the pattern.
Yeah, she gives you the color numbers so that you can order them. Now granted, I mean, I'm sure, you know, as time goes on, those lines are going to discontinue those colors. But if you look up a color that's discontinued, more than likely they'll give you this one's discontinued, but this is a similar color. And yeah, she goes through and tells you, you know, which colors you'll need for which block, what the numbers are if you want to go with Red Heart or I Love This Yarn. And so I really appreciate that I would assume that it's the truth for all of her blankets. I only have the Friends one, but yeah, that is so, because I was like, how am I going to find these colors? Like I want to make sure that I get the right colors, you know. And it's gonna be a lot of, you know, guessing and switching and, you know, but then when I printed the pattern, it showed.
That's awesome. I'll have to take a look at that before we start.
Yeah. So anyways, do you have any more goals? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm totally like I'm totally lost my train of thought. Anyways.
You're good. I just got a text and I was reading it quick. Well, I was seeing it flash on the camera screen. How about that?
I know. I got a Starbucks update, or Starbucks message while you were talking.
You want me to start with my first whip? seeing I'm working on it, and we know that I have more than you.
Yeah, so how we're gonna do it is we're gonna go back and forth until I am done and Nicci's gonna finish.
Yeah.
And like I said, we're just gonna pull. So
in my Christmas bag that I got from Melissa, and this is Longview Creations on Etsy, is my Christmas sock that I casted on. So that is where that one is. And this is the first sock. So there's no chance, I don't think, of me getting this done because, like I said, I've busily been inputting all my stash.
yeah. And that is from PNW Purls on Etsy.
Thank you.
It is, I can't remember. I was gonna say the colorway, but I can't remember.
The Holly and the Ivy on their Rainier base. There's your show notes, guys.
Okay, so because it's on top, because I was just recently working on it, is my Nacho Poncho.
The one that she's mad at me for right now.
The one that I'm mad at her for, yes, because she still does not have it at her house. So this was my birthday cast on this year. My birthday was December 21st.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. So this is what I've gotten done so far. I have just finished the second kind of
It looks so good. I haven't seen it in a while.
Pattern detail thing in there. I'm using Color Crafter by Sheep G's. This color is 1708. It's kind of a tealy blue. And my second color is over there and I can't reach it, but it is a purple. Oh, there's one right here. I have so many of this color. I'm going to show you this one here. This is 1828 is the.
I'm gonna quickly write down everything the shops that we're gonna mention, because that one only comes from one place in the United States.
Yeah, around the table. So yeah, I have a lot of this yarn, and these are my two colors. Okay, your turn.
Yep, 1 second as I write this. So living in my square, Harry Potter. I forgot who the painting is right now. It's like just left, but Van Gogh.
Yeah, Starry Night.
Yeah, Starry Night. There we go. That's the words I was looking for. Are living. So I had started these socks a long time ago, and I didn't like where it was going. So I just left. Where's my camera? I just left the ribbing, and I'm gonna do a different sock pattern on the inside. So I just have the ribbing. And these are the stars that you need to bug Heather about, guys. These ones right here. But this yarn is from Arkansas Yarn Co. This was part of her, what's that show called on Netflix? Bridgerton. And this is Mary something. Maria. So this was her Maria colorway.
They're just gonna be yellow socks.
There's like some little like specks of like red, but you can't see them like on camera at all.
No.
So for right now, they're just yellow, unless I can find one of my self stripings to put on there. So my socks are normally, if it's magic loop, it's 1.5. If I'm on 9-inch, it's 1s.
My socks are always 1s. Doesn't matter if they're for me or Hector or anybody. They're always 1s.
Yeah. It doesn't matter for me, only when like I said, with the 9-inch versus. Where am I gonna?
So are we showing bags?
I was just showing the bags just because people like to see them.
So in a bag that I got from for a gift from somebody, it's a brown owl bag. You'll see a theme in my bags. Is Hector's Musselburg hat. I have this much done.
It's so pretty.
I probably have about 6 inches to go before I have to do the decreases. And this is a stitch marker made by me. This is the peppermint heart. if you can see it. I'm not sure. Anyways. This is the Musselburg hat. I'm doing the size adult medium out of fingering weight yarn, size 3 needles. And I'm using Night Owl fibers in the Life and Death Brigade colorway.
Oh, Night Owl. That's what I was gonna do. Sorry, it's gonna be a little bit in between just so I can write all these shops down to link down below.
I can write mine down if you want me to.
Oh, well, a lot of them we have, my bags will have them. But I just don't want to forget not to link them. Sorry. Okay, living in my essential tote from Mcnitz is the secret blanket that I never showed anybody. And it's all out of sheep cheese. So this is the first time Heather's even getting to see it. And the colorway 1425. So that's this dark purple. Then I will have these colors in it. And all of these colors.
I have those 2 top yarns.
So
Is that 2, the teal and the purple up there? Are those the ones that I have?
1829 and 2003.
Okay, so the 1829.
I don't have all the numbers showing on these, otherwise I'd tell you, but as I get them later on in the year, you'll see them. So this is the Stephen West stripified blanket. And right now it looks like a little hat. So I did the pinhole cast on that he called for and just start going around. It's still on really small needles. Sorry guys, that is bunched up, but that's all I have right now. And these are on size 6s. But so I got a nice little start on this. And again, that's from around the table.
I apologize. I told Evelyn to watch Gabriel, and she apparently is not, because anyways, in a Paris square bag that I made for myself. I don't think you've ever even seen this bag.
I've never seen that bag.
Is 2 projects, but I'll show them one at a time. The
Okay.
first one is the flax light that I'm making for my nephew. I wanted to have this done before Christmas, but Christmas was stressful, so I did not knit much, but I am on the 2nd sleeve. Everything is done besides the sleeves and then weaving in the ends. And this is Color Crafter from around the table. Sheep Cheese Color Crafter. Like I told you.
Oh my goodness.
What?
I just dumped out a whole bucket behind me. I'll have to get that before I show that.
I have a lot of this yarn because we had a little issue with an order, and I was like, I'll just keep it. And invoice me for what I owe you, and I'll just keep it. So I have a substantial amount of this yarn, and I use it in a few projects.
So these,
Oh, that's the
these,
flax
I know, I
light,
don't.
sorry.
Oh,
Did I
okay.
say that?
Flax. Yeah, I think you did, but I don't know.
Flax light, making for my nephew in the 1 to 2 year size.
Art Gnomes. So in my Art Gnomes by Awesome Granny, this was a gift because if you've been around, you know I love gnomes. So Lisa, when she first started dying for LMK design, well, not first started, but like the first thing I asked her for was this, I don't even know if you can see the color. It's the zebra type yarn where, maybe this you can see it. There you go.
That's better.
I asked her for man's color for my husband.
Mm-hmm.
So she dyed me up this green. And so that's as much as I've gotten it. My husband likes 8 inches of nothing but 2x2 rib.
Yep.
Yes, I love him, but it takes me almost the entire year to get 1 pair of socks done because I just don't want to. And also living in there, when she dyed his, she dyed me a matching pink. But I haven't casted it on yet, but it's all together in there.
Cool. So the second project living in my square pairs bag is a sweater that I'm making for another baby in my life. This is the Love Note by Tin Can Knits. And this is out of Yarn Bee Must-Be Merino Gold. The color number is 022. And I'm making the Love Note size 6 to 9 months, I believe.
I think that's what it was, yeah.
She's 6 months now, so.
It's really pretty. I love that color.
I'm hoping that when I soak it, it blooms a little bit,
Oh, it will.
but we'll see. Excuse me.
Living in a bag that I received on my 40th birthday from my aunt. These little sheep is my fingerless mitts that I casted on for my birthday. You guys have seen them plenty. It's out of Sheep G's downtown Metropolis, and then regular Metropolis by Sheep G's. And this is the second one. That's the back. That's the front, and this is done on a 1.5 for me. And there's the first one, all finished and complete. I just got to weave in ends. So that is
I want
that.
to make that.
I love them. I can totally see myself making more. I mean, I've made 3 pairs of the socks already.
Okay, in my blue, I call this my blue owl bag because it has blue on the bottom, from Mcnitz. It's a snap bag. It is a baby blanket that I was supposed to have done 6 months ago because it is for the baby.
Oh, I forgot about that.
6 months old. And literally, all I have to do is like 2 more inches. Not even. Maybe like 3 more inches. I don't know. But this is it. I don't know if you can see that.
Yes, we can. It's so pretty out there.
This is the Chevron baby blanket.
Yes.
I think. I'm using Bernat's Baby Sports.
And that was from Joann's, correct?
Walmart.
Okay.
You don't have to link Walmart.
I don't.
In the Tulip Fields colorway. Tulip
Yes.
Kisses colorway. Something
Tulip
tulip.
something.
Something tulip. If you really want to know, I have another skein of it I can look at, but this is it. It's good size. I mean, it covers me. There's stuff on it. So I need to finish this and get it to her.
Alrighty. In my Minions drawstring bag that I made myself, is a cast on for Christmas Eve, and I laugh because it is literally the nub.
What is that?
This is gonna be the mallow shawl when it grows, KAL when it grows up.
Yeah, Mellow Cow.
Yeah, KAL. And it's out of Willow Yarns Daily Tweed DK. So there's your show notes, guys. And I got this from a shop that closed, so I don't know if they even have it anywhere. But here it is. And it is a wool, so I'm loving it. It feels really nice and soft. So, and it's barely started. And that is on size 5s.
That blanket I'm knitting on size 7s. This is that pair of socks that I was telling you about. This is in I call this my Thanksgiving bag because it has turkeys all over the place. But this is a bag from a Mcnitz, who is Agatha, one of our friends. I bought this bag from her, I don't even know how long ago. So I'm making a pair of socks for Hector, my husband. These are the Beyond the Wall colorway from Nitpicks.
I love that color.
So I have one sock completed, even with the heel, and I have one sock to the heel. So now that I found that yarn that I was talking about earlier, I can put the heel in and finish that up. And this is how much I have left of the second skein.
I just found my skein of it.
I have to use 2 skeins for extra socks. I do have some left over of the first skein, but not enough to give a sock.
Gotcha.
So this is Beyond the Wall. Shoochy's Fleechy.
Oh, quit yawning, Nicole.
Quit yawning, Nicole.
The mailman's here, can you tell?
Yep.
Sorry, guys. I really need to start changing out cords, but anyhow, this is my sweater. Like how small, sort of a, but this is Tin Can Knits. Rather, I just lost the name of it. Is it Rain?
Oh, Prairie Fire.
Prairie Fire. There we go. So it's got this nice open pattern here. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm almost to the sleeve separation. I am using sheepjes from around the table. Like Heather told you before, last Christmas shipping got kind of crazy out of Ohio, so they switched carriers, but mine and Heather's packages were temporarily somewhere. And then also when they reshipped both of us, when they reshipped it to us, both packages came. I, like Heather, decided it wasn't worth the trouble of trying to mail it back in case it got lost again. I was like, just send me a new invoice, I'll pay for it again. We use sheepjes all the time. I love it.
Well, I attempted to send it back.
And I didn't even try. I was like, just
my house. So after I attempted to send it back and then it came back, I was like, just screw it, send me an invoice.
Yeah. And I didn't even try. After Heather tried it, it came right back to her. I was like, just send me the invoice. So this is 1827 colorway. So I ended up with like, I want to say like 12 or 20 skeins of just this color.
Yeah, I purchased in one order, I had 7 skeins of the blue and 8 skeins of the purple. So now I have 16 skeins of the purple and 14 skeins of the blue.
So maybe it's because we were ordering for, I think, the same project. So I probably have 16 of just this color.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just a bag a friend gave me. I can't read anymore after washing it. I can't read the little thing there.
Nope.
Yeah, it's just, it's a no-go, guys. Sorry.
Okay. My next project, I'm sorry, I feel like I have hair all over my shirt and it's really bothering me.
I'm just freezing that I want this shawl to stay like where I keep putting it.
Or
throw that direction.
In a bag that is not intended to be a knitting bag, but it is this big, giant, blue and white striped.
Is that a beach bag?
Yeah, kind of. Technically, no, I don't think it is a beach bag, but
okay,
it could be.
what it reminds me of.
I have this monstrosity. This monstrosity is
Is that
my
your
weekend-
ETH? Oh,
my what?
I thought that was your Ethan blanket at first. I was like, oh my goodness.
No. And I'm dropping yarn everywhere. I don't even know where that went to. So I have yarn and strings, and this is a hot mess. Like, seriously, come on, people.
That just reminded me of the hot, like if you wanted to be a mummy right now.
And I don't know what the right side is, because I thought that that was bad. I thought the stripe was only on one side, but
No, it's on
sides.
both. Yep.
So I
Did you
think
do
this-
split when you did the split seam? So you got it the right way because
Yeah,
the front
okay.
is shorter. There you go.
So this is the Weekender. It's by Andrew Mowry, Renee Knits. I am knitting this out of I Love This Yarn from Hobby Lobby. I still have an exceptionally lot of this yarn.
Is that Cypress Landing or is that a different colorway for them?
So, like I said, I have so this is a full skein that was next to me. It is called Bird Song.
Okay, so I was way off.
This skein was in the bag, no label. And this bit was in the bag as well, that came falling out. So I have these that were in the bag, and I have 2 skeins.
Oh, you have
In a
more than enough for your sleeves.
Yeah, I have 2 skeins in a box down here that is just a catch-all of stuff that's in my room. So I don't know what size I'm knitting. Don't ask me that because I have no idea. But that
It's gonna be a
monstrosity.
nice big stuff. Like I feel like it'll be a nice big, like an oversized sweatshirt, you know what I mean, when you're done. To like curl up in.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. I'm hoping that I can. It's not small. It's not small by any means. It's not too small by any means
Right.
for me. But I would like it to grow a little bit
Oh,
this way. And it definitely has the stretch. Like if I do this, I mean that's
oh yeah, you have a lot of room in that one. And it's
that's
acrylic, it's gonna open up.
so I just need to get my acting gear and finish it because I like it. And I like the colors. I would wear this outdoors. And I mean,
It'll be good
I
for
even-
Matt's baseball games.
the knit side.
That side's really so pretty.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't be mad to wear it this way, That's the
Not at
wrong way,
all.
really, but both sides are nice.
That was one that nobody would notice if you're wearing it inside out.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So Weekender, Andrew Murray, knit it. It's fun.
My next one is living in another bag I made myself with minions because yeah, love them. This is the window bag, and this the yarn is Bumblebee Acres on their croquette socks, and this was one of their monthly ones a couple years ago. This was the Quibbler from the Harry Potter series that they used to do. I have 2 skeins of that, and then I have this this is sport weight red from Arkansas Yarn Co. And I'm using 2 skeins of that. And this is the painting chevrons by Stephen West, knit on a size 6. So last time you saw it was down there where the star from Heather is.
We can't see a star from me. There it is.
So that is how far I've gotten. But I really like how these 2 colors are playing together and the 2 weights, because their croquette sock is a thicker sock weight. but I can't wait for this to be blocked and open up.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So that is that one.
Okay. In my Valentine's Day bag from Mcnitz.
That was last year's, I think, 2 years ago.
Years ago, yeah. It is the window bag. Is my Ethan blanket. This is actually called the Happy Scrappy blanket. But one of our friends, and of course I'm in the middle of the row. One of our friends knit it for her grandson, whose name is Ethan, and we all changed our names to the Ethan blanket because of him. And I don't know how I'm going to show this to you because I'm in the middle of the row. God bless America. Anyways,
Very careful.
this is the start. Down here with this blue. I go up to here. And that's where I am now. The last time you guys saw this, I was here where this donut is.
It looks really nice, Heather.
Right there.
So is that one for you, or is that going to be for like one of the kids?
So I'm using, to make this blanket, I'm using wool like as one of my strands in
Right.
the charcoal colorway. But the rest of the yarn that I'm using, holding double, is gifts from friends. Like swaps.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of leaning towards this will be for me, just
Gotcha.
because I'm using. I mean, I do have some minis in here that weren't gifts from friends, but most of them are. Like I have some yarn that I got from Melissa a couple years ago
Right.
for Christmas in here. The yarn that Melissa sent us, not the packet, not the Christmas package, but the one right before that.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna put in here the neons, I'm gonna put in here. So I'm leaning towards that. I'm leaning towards it's gonna be a selfish. And I say that, but it's probably gonna, go in the living room ottoman.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
it might go on bed. I don't know.
my next one isn't really living in a project bag. It's living in a big Scully, big Sully.
Mm-hmm.
And I have all 4 of my colors in here. And then they all come out different holes up here. And it's all G's Metropolis. On my project page is all the colorway numbers. This was the hybrid knit last year.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is my woven chevrons by Stephen West.
Mm-hmm.
That's all shades of purple.
Yep.
I don't know if there's a project keeper on this.
I didn't see one when you held
Yeah,
it
it's
up.
way over here. So it's just there. Another one from you. And this is on size 5s.
Oh, I don't know what size the blanket's on. It's too far for me to reach now.
Sorry for the noise of the needles, guys.
Okay, so this bag has another one that has a few. The first one I'll show you is my Green Bay Packers socks.
Yay!
This is this yellow is, I don't know. I got both of these from Nicci. The yellow I think you said was just a
Knit
something-
picks.
Yeah, Knit Picks.
Stroll.
And the actual Green Bay Packer yarn, which is this, I believe is from Lori from
Yep.
Arkansas.
Mhm.
This is non-sparkle Green Bay Packers. I love the Green Bay Packers. I know I don't, that's odd for a Californian to say, but it's true.
It
And this
was
is where I got-
faith that brought us together.
yeah. I secretly, not so secretly, wish I lived in Wisconsin.
Hence the reason why she always tries to say she's in central Wisconsin.
Yeah, because as close to Green Bay as I can be, I want to go. Well, I say that, but I've never experienced a Wisconsin winter, so I may not want to go.
You'd want to fly south for the summer or for the winter.
I think like ultimately it would be like my like dream scenario is to like have me and Hector can retire in Green Bay and like have like our spring summer house and then come home for fall and winter. Because then we'll want to be with the kids anyway for holidays.
Yeah, but the Packers season, I mean, you'd want to stay through like November, like leave like Thanksgiving week.
Yeah, I mean like when it really starts.
Right, when you really start
cold.
getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like whatever
September.
the first day of fall is. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
I know.
Okay.
All right. Living in my manatee small window bag is my Harlow hat, and I'm using scraps, one scrap and one brand new cake. And I don't know if I have the label for this. I do not. This doesn't belong in there, but this was a skein that I received last year from a friend. But it's pinks and grays and blues, and it's on sparkle.
That's really pretty.
And I'm making the Harlow hat, and I'm my second color is this gray, which is Perennial from Kilborn, and this is the Harlow hat from Andrew Maury. So I got obsessed with brioche this year, so that side's like that. And so I don't know which way I'm going to wear it yet, but this way it's kind of spiraling.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this is on, I want to say a 4. Yeah. So that's as much as I got on that before like other things came up. Uh-oh, Heather left us.
Sorry. I told Hector we were recording and he called.
Yeah, I made sure to text Justin.
I know. I told him I was up because we have to record a podcast. Anyways, I have 3 pairs of socks in this bag. I'm just gonna show it right now. My Packer socks are in this bag. It is from Fiddlestick Creations, and I received this as a gift last year. It's a Harry Potter bag. So my next pair of socks that are living in this bag are, I'm using the what is this thing called?
Needle cozy.
Yeah, that came with it. This is the bundled up socks from Knitting Expat. This is the first sock, but literally all I have to do is Kitchener the toe. I told you guys.
I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry.
A lot of my socks are, or a lot of my projects are in this state of. Seriously, Heather?
I had that problem for a little while last year. Like I'd get to like the Kitchener and I'd be like, and I'd start a new project. And I do it even with the hats. Like I get to like where all I really have is 2 decreases and bite off, and like cast iron itis starts.
Yeah. Or like for me, like I'll finish the pair of socks at night and then I don't want to Kitchener, but then in the morning I don't ever pick it up.
Remember to go pick it up.
Yeah, it is what it is.
So living in my large hobo bag from Mcnitz is my, oh no, don't tell me they fell off the other end. Okay, they did. My no-knee sweater. I'll leave it unplugged for right now. So that is the front. And it is bright pink. Heather can attest, she has the skeins. But this was supposed to be what first stitches 2019, and then things happened and the world shut down. So it was supposed to be all of us made a pink sweater. We were all going to go to Stitches Midwest, meet up. Didn't happen. Fuchsia, yeah. From Malabrigo sock. That is on a size 5. I picked my Malabrigo up from Arkansas Yarn Co.
Me too.
So I swear these bags are not disappearing on my bed fast enough.
Anyways, my last pair of socks in this bag is Matthew's Christmas socks for 2021. This is
Ron Weasley.
no,
No?
this is Yuletide cheer
Oh,
from Area 51. The gold is a mini that I had from Nitpicks, I think. And this is Christmas socks. Yes, there's pink in this yarn, but I don't care. My son.
it's more like a salmon pink.
No, it's pink in real
Is
life.
it?
Yeah. I'm making my son and my husband, my oldest son and my husband, socks. I haven't cast on Hector's yet, but I will, out of this yarn. So it's fine. I don't care. They don't care. And this is the rest of the skin, the cake.
Nice. I'm up. So
Yep.
and my baby Yoda bag that I made myself.
His name is not Baby Yoda.
I know that, but that's what I call him. Leave me alone.
Don't let Gabriel hear you say that, because he will go on in a huge long tangent about what his name is and how he is not Yoda.
I know.
Go ahead.
On a size 3 is my scattering pellets hat. I just got to the ribbing. I now have to start the advent part with you change every couple rows. So that is as far as this one's gotten.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and show this one now because
Yeah, just don't show the bag.
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so yarn down, and I can't. Oh yes, I can. I was gonna say I can't retrieve it. Okay, in this bag I have 2 projects again because they are my scrappy projects. And the first one I will show you guys is not going to be able to show very well because it's on 2 needles instead of 4. Don't ask me why, but it is. This is a barn raising square.
Nice.
This is yarn from my dear friend Bonnie. In July, she sent me a package for Christmas in July, and she sent me all of her self-striping. Well, I don't know if it's all of it, but a great deal. I think it was like
Oh, scraps.
20 bags of her self-striping scraps. So I'm making a barn raising square out of this one.
Nice.
I don't know what it is. She might have a project page.
She normally has all her project pages listed with her yarn.
So if she does, Nicci will find it.
Possibly. Okay. Living in my 31 little cooler bag because, yeah, I love mooses. So, oh my goodness. Okay, sorry. I got excited. I finally found my little scissors I was looking for.
Oh my God.
I've been looking for those forever.
Ever. And she pouted because she couldn't find them.
Well, that one, I'm still missing the other ones that I was going crazy about the other day. So these are a pair of socks for my mom. This is the last time you saw them, was just right there. It's the first sock. This is brown sheep woolly foot in the luxury sock, and the colorway is infused blueberry. And I got this the very first year I started to knit. It's my first hand painted yarn. It is a woolly wool, but it works really well for people who are hard on socks. It's on a 1.5. I am just doing my basic recipe for my shorties. So that is it. And I found my cable needles, guys. I bought them and promptly lost them.
So I'm also, I should have done this before, but I'm gonna show you the squares that I have made before I jump into my next project. So this is one.
I love that one.
This is leftover scraps from Kimberly. This is another. Again, leftover scraps from Kimberly. I think all of these but one, so I'm gonna stop saying that, are from Kim.
Yeah, don't let
this-
her get too big of a head, please.
Yeah, this is another. This is a Scotty yarn. I don't know what the color is, but I know it's this
Isn't
one.
that,
Something about gnomes.
yeah.
I know.
I was gonna say ho ho ho, but that's not the right one.
No, not ho ho. This is a lovely pink and gray. And this is the Shalom colorway from Query.
Yeah. You're dying.
And then is the Molly Weasley colorway from Night Owl Fibers.
Pretty.
And then now the project that I really am showing you this time is my Miter Square blanket. So most of those that I just showed you barn raising squares for, I have miter squares. So I make a barn raising square and then I make a miter square. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll show you the one that I was just writing down what it is living in another bag that my aunt made me for my 40th birthday. It's the Wayward Shawl by Cozy Up Knits that just came out a few weeks ago on a size 7. This is the front. And that is all the further I've gotten. This yarn here is from a Magpie Knits. I do not remember the colorway. And all the other colors in this bag are also hers. And then the 1/5 color that is not, and this is Kentucky Rain by Cherry Pie Cottage.
Mhm.
So that is all of them.
Okay. In a pink drawstring bag is my MCAL, Stephen West MCAL. This is where I'm at.
Very nice.
I think the reason why I'm still in this stage is because I don't want to do those caterpillar looking thingies.
Did you see what Kim did with hers? She braided them together.
No, not these. I did these.
Oh,
I
okay.
did these.
Oh, you're talking about the welts.
Mhm. They look like
I love the
caterpillars.
welts.
They look like caterpillars to me. I'm sorry. So anyways, I'm going to finish this. This is all out of Sheep G's Bamboo Soft, which is a blend of bamboo and cotton. The bamboo in here doesn't make it hard to knit with, so that's nice. I have all 4 of my colors are represented here.
So pretty.
No, 5. 4? 5. Isn't it 5 colors? 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 colors.
Sure.
5 colors.
3. I have 3 grays and a pink, and then I added a 5th color. I think it was supposed to be 4. I don't know. Oh no, you're right. 5, and I added a 6. That's what I did.
Yeah, I was gonna say I had 4. Kim bought me the 5th. And
Alrighty. In my classic Disney bag, a zip bag from Mcnitz is around every corner shawl by Knits.
that is bright.
It is. So I'm using my leftovers from the shawl that you just showed. And so this is perennial. This is perennial from the shawl. This is lime or neon green. This is their gray. I think they call it silver. And then this pink that I just started with is from Lola Did It. And maybe I have it's cherry, no, it's not cherry blossom. That's the other mini I'm using from her. Oh, sorry, I saw the thing in here. Beauty School Dropout.
Yeah.
So I just started that one. The only changes I made is you're only supposed to have, I think, 7 garter ridges. I want the shawl to be bigger, so I did 10. Like, because Dude Knit also did that, and I like the size his came out to be. He's got a hashtag with this. I don't remember it offhand, but go check it out because there's a lot of really nice ones. I think Steph was the first one done with hers.
I think so. And our friend
Hers is gorgeous. Agatha did one. Dudes is done and up on there. I'm trying to think. Dawn's is in the process of getting done. Kim's is still working on hers.
Hers is pretty too.
Sarah did a really nice one who comes to our Saturday Zooms from Illinois. She did like this hunter green with grays and red. It was gorgeous.
Yeah, I saw hers.
And I know I'm probably forgetting people. I'm sorry. But I mean, they've all turned out really nice. So
yeah, and James
you saw time to
Dude Knits.
Dude Knits 89 on Instagram.
I knew there was numbers. I couldn't think of them. Go to his page and he has on his post he has the hashtag.
Yep.
And then you can
I know like Steph and Agatha, I think want to say they finished theirs in a week, not even. Vonnie finished hers too. It's really pretty. I mean, there's still enough time to get one of these done by the 10th of January.
Yeah, I know I saw Stephanie's pretty quickly. I want to say within like
Vonnie just posted one up in our threads for gifts, I think.
Oh, okay.
Or our 100-day challenge, I can't remember. But I think it was the gifts because the 100-day would have already been over. So.
Okay. In a drawstring owl bag from Mcnitz. I told you, you'll see a theme. Is Evelyn's
One of us likes owls.
Yeah, that's me. Evelyn's Christmas socks. This is the Ice Snow colorway from Area 51. And this is the coordinating mini that she sent. It's just a gray. And yeah, that's Evelyn's socks. Trucking along. This is still the first sock.
It's very pretty. In a gnome bag that I got from a friend.
I just stabbed myself in the eye.
I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, good. Is my test fit pants. This is the back end. There's a camera. I'm like, where is it? So that's the back. This is the front. I'm just randomly grabbing minis and going. So these will be very scrappy. I'm actually going to be trying these on tomorrow. because I'm getting near to the crotch separation.
Mhm.
And that's all we were supposed to get to by the 30th. I have already let her know that that probably wasn't going to happen. Christmas time got away from me. I just had too many gift knits to knit, and yeah, I let it go to the back burner. Unfortunately, I sucked as a test knitter this time.
Can't win them all. In a under the sea Christmas bag that I got from my dear friend Melissa this year for Christmas. It's again, sorry, fuzz in my mouth. This is Longview Creations. Oh, Nicci, where'd you go?
Phone call, sorry.
So this was, she sent yarn with this, and that was going to be my Christmas Eve cast on, but I cheated. So it was supposed to be the same yarn that Nicci cast on for her Christmas Eve cast on, but I did not. I instead did Vintage Ornament from Arkansas Yarn Co. in her sparkle base that I received from Nicci 2 years ago Christmas. That's that.
So
And this is, it's kind of messy, but
it happens.
and I do have my other yarn in here, but I have not cast it on yet. I don't know if I'm going to right away.
Right. Okay. And my first project bag I ever bought for myself from Mr. Indigo Bags is these cute little owls. I like, sometimes like owls. Heather loves them.
All the time.
There's a pair of socks for Justin, 2 at a time. So this is Patton's Croy in the colorway Woodsy. Or no, I was gonna do 2 at a time and I decided not to. But I think I need to do, I don't know, like you see how wide this is? For some reason, that to me that seems like it's way too wide for him, and that's a 64 inch. I think this is like a thicker yarn.
64 inch, 64
Or
stitch.
64 stitches, sorry. So I don't know, like I'm debating if I should keep going and see if they like stretch or tighten up, you know? But to me, that just seems way too large. And I know it says that it's
Finish the ribbing.
his ribbing 6 or 8 inches.
No, I know, but finish what would be the cuff
Okay.
and see if that goes
Yeah. I just,
in.
it seems super thick to, I don't know.
It looks pretty thick. It looks like it's like a sport.
And it says it's a number 1. It says I'm supposed to be using a size 2 on it. So maybe I'm just gonna have to go down to like a 56 on a 2 or 56 on a 1.5. I don't know. Or
Well,
I give it
talk
to a
to
friend to
Kim.
crank.
Yeah. Talk to Kim to see what her stitch count is for her size 2s.
Yeah, I could do
I would
that.
do that. Because Kim knits her socks on size 2s. I will talk to Kim to see what her stitch count is. And if you finish what would be the cuff of the sock and it hasn't gone in any, then you
Right.
can change to that.
Or here, Kim, he's your BFF. You finish him.
She won't do that. It has brown in it.
I know. But it's for her BFF. I mean,
It doesn't matter. It has brown in it.
okay.
She doesn't do the brown. Okay. In my holiday owl bag that I got from Mcnitz 3 years ago for Christmas.
Yes. The very first Christmas we had together when I messed up the project bag. But
how did you mess with the project bag? I'm the one that left them open.
Because I reversed the numbers. And so it should have been cut the other way. So where the owls are, they should be sideways. And then it would have been like shorter this way, but wider this way, if that makes sense. So if you turn your bag sideways, so the red should be on top.
I see. No,
Yeah.
I like this.
So
It's Holiday Owls. It's sparkly. I love this bag. Is my Battenberg project. Battenberg is a crochet, sorry for the bag, crochet blanket where you make these little itty bitty granny squares and you connect them together. So
very
these are the
itty
granny
bitty guys.
squares that I've made.
Are you using a crochet hook B or C?
I don't know. Hold on one second.
Okay.
This is my favorite one. I don't know why.
That's pretty.
I love this one. And this is- So I'm using all scraps, only non-self-striping scraps for this. I will have repeats because I don't care. I need to make a lot of these squares and this is all I've done. And this is my solid square colorway. This is
Nice.
Hobby Lobby. I don't know. It's Hobby Lobby in the icy mint colorway.
I want to say it was one of their baby yarns that was like a fingering weight.
No, it's not baby.
Okay.
I don't think it's baby. I don't know. Whatever it might be. Maybe. Possibly.
Could be. Yeah.
And I'm using a size 3.5 millimeter.
Okay. I forget you do the numbers where I do the letters.
G.
Nice.
I think. Yeah, G. What are you using?
I think I'm using a B or a C.
Are you kidding me?
No, but I haven't got to that project, so I could be lying.
I don't think you're using a B or a C.
Maybe it's a D or E. I know that I'm not using a G for sure. I know that for sure. Heather's eating yarn.
Sorry.
Getting your fiber for the day.
It was in my mouth.
So in my By the Bay canvas bag, I started on Christmas Eve. This was the scrapbook scarf. It's a mystery knit along. And I did day one with a mini. You just need minis. I'm using scraps, so I'm going to use this for day 2 and then go to next scrap, but I'll also put this in my Battenberg like Heather and the Cozy Memories. So it is on a size 5. And yeah, that's just a scrappy project that I started. I wanted to stay with it, but I cast it on way too much stuff. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and the day after that. Well, the day after that I was supposed to. It's in the bag over there. I didn't have to bring it over here because it's not on the needles. It's not a whip yet.
Oh.
It's just in the beginning stages.
So in my Halloween candy corn bag that I made myself, I have 2 of these, so you'll see another one in a minute. Is my heel toe do-si-do socks. This is yarn from Biscotti. This is the Witch's Underpants colorway.
I love that one.
Really tingly.
But Heather, socks should be off the needles.
Huh?
I said you need to get those off the needles. I need them.
Oh, you're not getting these. Sorry, I love you, but no. I was debating taking this out, if I'm quite honest.
Again?
No, not again. Not since I talked to you about it.
Okay.
But I was debating taking this out because I set this sock up to have an afterthought heel. And I don't necessarily like how afterthought heels fit on me. So yeah, I did not take it out I'm gonna keep going and pray for the best. But
Could you
I
just back it down to there?
I mean, that's what I could. I mean, I could. It would be better to do that than take it all out, I guess. But I still feel like I would put, like, I still feel like I would pick up these stitches.
Because you don't like the way it pulls on your foot, correct? From that
The afterthought?
conversation? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would suggest doing 4 to 6 rounds of straight knitting and then to go into like the normal. That's what I have to do for my high end stuff. And then I don't have a problem at all with them.
I could do that.
I mean, rather than taking it out, I mean, at least that way you can try it and see how that works out.
Yeah. I was gonna say worst case scenario, this would be
For
a
E.
gift for somebody, but this is how much I have left. So I have plenty for the second sock. That was the first sock, by the way. And yeah.
Living in a bag from a Mcnitz that I bought quite a few years ago in the Winnie the Pooh. Drawstring is a start.
I just fling it.
Is the start of a snowman that I was making for the kids for Christmas. I started this right after Christmas last year. And I was gonna make 4 of these.
And you have a snowman butt.
And this is on a size F, which is a 3.75. So it is out of sheep cheese. It is super soft. I'm still gonna make the snowman. I'm probably just gonna make it. I don't want to say this out loud, but I'm probably just gonna make it for Harvey, Warren, and Sheila, unless I know some of my other nieces and nephews will be in town or here, because yeah, I see them the most, get calls from them the most. I might make one for my mom's little nephew who was also born the same year as them guys, because we had 4 babies born at the same time. For his little guy up north, because they've always got snow, unlike us.
In my colorful yarn ball bag from Mcnitz is God Bless America.
You're in the middle of the row.
Row. It is my Mama sweater.
Oh, we don't get to see it stretched out.
Pip and Pin. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I know.
I'm trying to do my best.
You know, I hope that you spin that one quickly so that we get to see that again.
This is the back.
So pretty. Look at the detail.
I'm sorry if you can't see.
No, you can.
I am currently working on the front panel. Just here. So yeah.
Making me want to make that again.
This is the Mama. Like I said, it's from Pip and Pin. I am using, I'll take this one out because it's, this is all recycled yarn. It was it was a project that I got almost completed and then ripped it out. It was the Shrug Again from Cozy Up. So this is the Forest Rain colorway from Soft and Sleek DK.
Yep.
I'm having brain farts.
Okay.
So yeah, I am extremely close to having separated for the sleeves, but this has a drop shoulder, so the yoke is
super big,
larger than normal. So, and I don't work on it every day, which I should, but I don't. I know when I get, I'm going to make a wheel of my projects
So you haven't done that part yet.
No, I'm
Okay.
gonna make a reel of all of my projects and spin it, and that's gonna be my project of the month to get done.
Okay. Don't laugh at me. I know I'm a bag maker, but sometimes you grab what's next to you and throw your yarn in it because you start something with some friends late at night, like late at night. So living in a Ziploc bag, which will probably be moved today when I go to put things back. Sorry for all the crinkling right now. This is all sheep cheese. Is the very beginning start, like, yeah. So this is the Stephen West Chevelogram. I'm not pronouncing this right, guys, but we call it the Chevy truck because
Oh,
you know what I'm trying to say, and I can't like get my tongue to do what I'm supposed to.
the Chevrolet. It'll be linked down below.
But yeah, that's what this is. And I absolutely love this fabric.
Parallelogram.
Yes.
Parallelogram.
If you look at my project page, it'll be under Chevy truck.
I hate Stephen West and his name sometimes.
But yeah, that's all it is. It's all out of sheep cheese. The first colorway that I'm using is 1019.
That's pretty color.
Then I will go into 1068,
That's a pretty color too.
1829, and then 1708. So those are my
Beautiful.
4 colors.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
I'm gonna actually leave this set out so that I actually put it in a project bag.
And I'm sitting here watching you, not getting ready. Okay. In my next bag that I made myself is 3 pairs of socks. But the first one is the Solar Socks by I don't remember.
It's a free pattern on Ravelry, that much I do know.
Yeah. This is the Ron Weasley colorway from Night Owl Fibers. The lovely Rachel. And this is where I've gotten so far. I feel like this looks very retro.
I love it.
I like it too, but I just feel like it looks very
I
retro.
think because I still have my Ron Weasley, like I just put it in my stash last night on Ravelry. I think it's gonna have to be either like something like that, like copy you on that one, or do the heel toe do-si do.
That would be pretty too.
Something where it's meant to play with the self-striping.
So that's where I am. Size 1s, 9-inch circulars.
Sorry for moving all around while you're doing that. I was trying to get to the bags that were further back.
That's okay. It's your turn.
Okay. I don't know the name of this shawl. I will make a note of it. Oh, I just did a U and the ball of yarn went under the rolled. I have it pinned. This I did not start. This was somebody, Jessica from Arkansas Yarn Co. started. It's not her jam. It was part of the spring make along for Stephen West. So they send you the yarn, they send you a pattern, and you start. And when I was down there doing the trunk show and visiting with Jessica and her mother, Lori, who I love dearly, all of you, I miss you. She's like, I know you were really excited for this shawl to come out later this year. Would you like mine to finish? Here you go. Here's the pattern row that I left off on. So I have not physically put it on my needles yet. I just bought a cord while I was there to put it onto for interchangeables. And I have not worked on it yet. This is Spin Right Round, which I'd never used their yarn. I don't know the colorway name. I'll have to go look at other people's project pages. And then this is Steven's yarn by West Wool Bicycle. Does he have a color name on here? That's Tiger. It's my colors, it's my jam. It is not hers. She's the neon that you see me wear all the time. That is her signature colorway. The neon green. She loves greens. So thank you again, Jessica. This is absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to get some of my own projects off so I can finish this one and have it to wear.
Oh, so it's not a shop sample?
No.
Oh, cool.
She gave it to me.
Cool. So the next one in this bag is my Pebble Sock from Knitting Expat. This is yarn from Night Owl Fibers again. This is in the Ron and Hedwig colorway.
I put that one in my stash too today.
That's what that looks like. And the cake is here. It's messy. Most of my cakes are messy. I'm sorry. I don't have pretty cakes.
Well, do you center pull or do you outer pull?
I center pull, which is probably why
Yeah,
they look
why
cool.
they get messy. All right, in my great big winter scene bag that I made myself from Mcnitz is the star blanket. So there's a star, and then that's how far I've gotten on the actual stripes. So all sheep cheese. All the numbers are on my project page or in back episodes when me and Heather were working on it kind of religiously, like at least doing it a little bit each week.
So the last pair of socks living in this bag is just a vanilla sock. I am past the heel turn and gusset. And this is the Hermione Granger colorway from Night Owl Fibers.
So
And
ready.
this is what it looks like in the cake.
Yep. Now it makes sense to me why your balls look like that.
Why?
Because you're a center pull.
Yeah.
All right, living in a 31 bag. It's just a tote that I received. We got this for $2 at Goodwill. Had never been opened, never touched. So
Wow.
it holds all my scraps. Like this thing is filled with nothing but scraps. Which there's a couple Green Bay Packer ones in there like this that just have to wait for Heather's box next year. Because yeah. But here is my cozy memories. I had all the first 4 on last time you saw it. I've only added these 2. So like Heather, I need to get better at this, working on it. I'm using a size 2 and I'm using double points and I'm using my signatures. So that is that.
So we have come to the end of my sock list with my last sock. This is a Harry Potter drawstring bag that I don't know who it's from. It might be made by Melissa. I don't know. I got it from Melissa as a present. Is my I Smell Snow color. No, I Smell Snow socks. This is the cake. It's not too bad. Looks actually pretty good. And this is where I am I am doing slip one, knit one when I get to the color change. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh yeah, you can see that right there.
Yeah.
Very
So,
pretty.
I am just about to put in the shadow heel.
Okay, the next one isn't the actual project. I'm just gonna show the leftover Chunky Monkey. All I have left for Grandma's sweater go-to cardigan is the sleeves. It's downstairs on, she has it on right now
Oh, she does.
without sleeves.
Hmm.
So I wasn't gonna take away from her because, like I said, it's really cold here today. My downstairs has lots of great big picture windows. So when it's this cold, it just comes right through the windows. It almost feels like, but it's not, but it just, that's how it feels. Are you all done?
No.
Okay,
Oh
good.
no. Okay. I have one more. I thought I had finished all my blankets, and then I'm looking down and I have 4 bags, and I only have 3 projects that never mind. I had a moment. Okay, in a large snap owl bag. I call this my purple owl bag from Mcnitz. Is my star blanket. I am on the 5th of 9 points.
Yes.
Yeah, 5th of 9 points. And these first 2 colors, the gold is a hot mess. 1709 is the gold. The gray is 2018. And then next colorway will be 1029. And then my last is 1062. All sheep G's, all color crafter. Oh, awesome.
That's pretty.
So yeah, that completes my 7 blanket. Well, 6 that I'm able to show because my last blanket is MIA.
Okay.
So my blankets and my socks and my sweaters and my miscellaneous are done.
Sorry for the needles. Oh boy. Living
Sorry.
in,
Napping.
can you hear me still?
Yep.
So living in my little tote that I got, all my
Whoa.
my volley bags. All of them in there. This is my grandmother's Fanta Stitch that you've seen numerous times. But that is on a size 7 needle. It is getting very near the end. After talking extensively with a few friends, I am going to do the smaller version for her, not the large, so that when she sits and wears it in the house, she's not like pulling on it and choking herself. Me and Heather talked about it a few times.
Yeah.
So
I think for her purposes,
yeah,
the smaller version will be best for her.
because grandma's short.
Well, she's short and she my fear, my concern, I guess you can say, not really fear, but
Right.
was her getting tangled up in it. And then, if she's walking from her room to the kitchen, it getting trapped,
With her walker and yeah.
Yeah, that was just my concern. If it's smaller, she's able to keep it off the ground easier and contained. Anyways, I love grandma. I don't want her, I don't want her to get hurt. So this is another holiday owl bag that Nicci sent me the same time she sent me the first one 3 years ago. And it has a jingle bell on it from Arkansas Yarn Club. This, my friends, is my secret paths.
Oh, you're far. from the last time I can remember seeing it. And
I
it's
will
much
show you.
bigger than I thought it was for you. Wow.
So that's it.
So pretty, Heather. And in that light now, you can totally see the color like fade. Because I know
Right
like
here.
when you're at the older house, you couldn't.
Yeah. Right here.
Mhm.
I don't know if you can see. It's just a claw. It's not a marker.
Okay.
But here is where I was last time you saw it.
So you did put a lot on since the last time I've seen it.
1, 2. Yeah. Yeah. So this is Secret Paths. It is by Joanna Lindahl, I believe. It is a free pattern, but it's only on her blog.
Yep.
That looks really good. I really need to finish this.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous in this lighting.
And this is
I'm jealous of you now.
this is a sheep cheese whirl.
Is that what you're on now? Oh no, that's not. Is that the whirlette or the whirl?
No, this is still the whirl.
Oh wow, you still got a bunch.
Yeah, I still have quite a lot of this. And then I have a white whirlette that I'm going to fit. So I feel like I'm going to finish this in the middle of a repeat. So I'm going to finish the repeat that I'm on when this yarn runs out in white, because in the center of this is white. And then I also have a white whirlette. So I'm going to finish that repeat in the white whirlette and do the border in that. So yeah.
Wow.
It's big. I mean, it's big, but it's going to be substantially bigger when it's done.
That's crazy.
And I love it. And looking at it, I love it. I love it so much. This was going to be a gift, but I'm kind of second guessing that now. I'm sorry.
It happens.
I want it.
So I finally found my Battenberg in this pile. The ones that I currently work on, I'm using a bag from Knit for Brains, her window bag, and it is the snow globes.
Mhm.
And then
No.
I'm not going to pull all these out, but here's all the ones I have gotten done. So, and I am going to let Heather talk for a little while. I have to run downstairs. I just realized that I didn't plug in my laptop, so I have to go grab the charger quick. So,
Okay.
be right back.
Sorry, I just pulled my jingle bell off my bag and it broke, but I fixed it. It didn't break, it's just bent. Okay. That was my secret pass. Okay. I guess I will show you this one. In a black and white plaid bag that I made for myself a while ago. I don't even know how long ago. Is my crochet odyssey. Around the table, the yarn store that Kim works at was doing a crochet along, I don't know, last year, maybe the year before, for the crochet odyssey. And this is how much I have done. I don't remember where it was last time you saw it. Yeah. So this is one of the colors I'm using. It just says 10. It's all of my colors are Sheep G Katana. So this is another This is another, and then gray. So these are my 4 colors. They only have numbers. So the gray is 13. The lime green is 7. This kind of aqua blue is 14. And this purple grapish plumish color is 10. And I don't know who, I can't remember who the pattern is by. Nicci has a project page of you have a project page of this, right? The Crochet Odyssey?
Yes, it's in my finished stuff. And it is by TL Yarns out of Ohio.
TL Yarns?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't sure. I don't remember. Anyways, but this is what I have done. Kind of looks like a shark. I don't know why.
Mine is grays and pinks and blue.
Yeah, our gray and our blue are the same, right?
Correct. Yep.
And then I added the purple and the green.
Sorry.
And you missed the bag. It is in a black and white plaid myself.
I want it.
Yep.
Oh, his nose.
Don't
Okay.
fall. Shoot. I'm sorry. Okay.
In my St. Patrick's Day bag.
That was the bag that I have that Nicci told me not to show.
Yes. Is living my DK scrappy blanket, all out of Color Crafter from Shoot G's. Last time you guys saw it, ooh, it was down there.
What is that stitch marker?
Oh, that was my birthday stitch marker from Lisa. It's Grumpy Bear from the Care Bears.
Oh, it looked.
So
Behave.
that is one end. And then a little bit. So this was like me practicing more crochet with Kim and Heather helping me. And seeing I haven't worked on it in a while.
You'll be fine.
It'll be Kim and Heather helping me yet again.
You'll be fine.
But that's what I do with all my scraps that we do so much with Sheep G's and I'm just doing one row randomly. Kim sent me a lot of scraps from her.
There in the back.
2 rows. Yep, you're right. And so once I get through all the colors I have, I will start repeating.
My last project.
I'm so discombobulated right now from having to run. And like
sorry.
the dog jumped at me and I'm like, no, I'm not done yet. I have to get back upstairs.
So my last project's in a bag. It is a star. I call it my star bag.
Ooh, that's cool. I like that fabric.
I got it from Walmart. And my zipper pull is a beaded sock
Looks like a
that I
water.
made myself. It looks like a watermelon. Yes, it is a watermelon. Is probably my longest whip. And you know what it is.
Yes, I do.
Oh my God. No, 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 no.
Keep in mind, everybody, when you see this whip, I made the same thing in almost the same exact colors, almost the same exact. And this was before me and Heather even knew each other existed.
Yeah.
So.
This is my sister shawl.
Oh, so pretty.
This is the center point. This is one. Sorry for the needles. Lazy zags. Eyelets. Gabriel's coming. Mesh. 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 Hold on one moment.
Yep. I will say, in case you guys haven't seen this before, for new new viewers, thanks for finding us. But this is, and thanks for all the returning viewers watching, but this is my Stephen West painting bricks that I made last year out of nothing but Arkansas Yarn Co. minis and the yellow that she made me for my birthday.
Sorry about the interruption. So here I am. I am
Just starting the
About-
second thread.
ready to do lazy eggs, which is why it's still in the bag. These are the bane of my existence. But look at how beautiful they look.
They are gorgeous. That is my most worn shawl. Like out of the house.
So yeah, I mean it's not perfect by any means, by any stretch of the imagination. I was here at this Cookie Monster donut the last time I showed it on a podcast. And before then, I had not started the second half. So I started the second half and then showed it on the podcast, our normal episodes, and then did that. And unfortunately, my yarns are from back when I was getting the yarn box. So I don't remember the colorways. I apologize, but I have this pink, this blue that is my main, obviously, and this sparkle. It's a sparkle. It has the pinks and blues. So
Very nice.
how long have I had this in the needles? 4 years?
5. That was the first one.
Yeah, that's the first one. And I am done with my whips.
Yay.
I pray for a second, and I'm gonna let Nicci talk. I'll be back.
My next one is another scrappy blanket. It is living inside of a, I'll quick show this. It's inside of a 31 bag. That's just a bucket. I have that great big skein that I'm holding with a magic kick. So here's my magic ball. Here's the cone that I'm using. It is just like a lace weight that I received for Christmas from my cousin. A whole big box full of those in different colors. And I'm working on the bits and bobs on a size 4. And this is the one that we said I 3 times it because this is a 60-inch cord and it would fit across here probably 4 times. So it takes me almost 45 minutes to get across a row. So I never get like a huge amount of progress on this, it feels like. But it's all these yarns so far that are being held with it, like the start of this blanket, this is all mini skeins. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. But these are all mini skeins that I received from Heather, our first gift exchange between friends. So that is 4 years worth of yarn ago. And I'm just gonna finish that ball that I received from her and then find new minis to put in there. I'm seeing it's still on me to show. Go to this bag next. This is my Celtic Squares for the knit along. This is the first one. So this is September's. And then this is October's. So I have quite a bit to catch up on. I'm using Fisherman's Wool from Lion Brand and just the natural colorway. And I got that at Joann's. So it's on a size 7 needle. Now I gotta start putting these ones up here.
Sorry if you can hear my children fighting.
I cannot.
Okay, good.
Sorry that my mom keeps calling me and interrupting the podcast.
Okay, my husband keeps calling.
In my Batman bag, which is the bag I thought that was at my cousin's house with my noni, this might actually be here. No, I lied. This is nothing.
No.
This is not the bag that my noni was living in. This is tomorrow's cast on, so good thing I found it.
I thought it was your nacho,
It's not
not noni, nacho.
Nacho, yeah. All the N ones I'm getting confused, but no, that's here it is. My noni is here.
Nacho.
Nacho, whatever.
You already showed your noni.
Here's my nacho taco. No, it hasn't gotten very far, guys.
Nacho Poncho.
Nacho Poncho. So it is out of, I'm using Hearthside Fibers, who no longer dies, and they're pink. Variegated.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going, if I do need anything, I have this for the stripes. That's what I'm using this one. It's also not Hearthside Fibers in the purple. And I think this is the same purple I gave you, but in DK from them.
Oh, I was gonna say you want it back. No, just kidding. It's DK. I'm not giving
DK,
it back.
I don't need it.
You can't have it.
Oh, well, I didn't think you were really gonna give it to me anyways.
No.
I've just got to write these down now because I didn't catch up because I had to run down the steps. Okay. And Drawstring by Mcnitz is, this was a project bag that came with 2018 or 19's advent calendar for Arkansas Yarn Co. Is living my sock set shawl from Cozy Up.
Yeah.
That's the back side. This is the right side. And this is all Arkansas Yarn Co. And this is her Bedazzle colorway, which was the first skein of hers I ever received. And it came with the blue mini, and then I just threw in this hunter green one. Sorry. And on Lori's bags, I normally do a glitter ink inside.
Mm-hmm.
Or anything I collect.
You know Lori.
And her glitter.
And her pink.
Sparkle. She is the sparkle queen.
Mm-hmm.
Living in a bag that my aunt made me is another Stephen West. This is out of Malabrigo Arroyo in Flama. This is my boneyard. I'm doing the boneyard. I'm doing the boneyard elongated. So there, it's actually called the boneyard 2.0. The color is not
really far.
Yeah.
Like the last time I saw it, it was like way up there at the top.
I don't know if I have. I don't think I ever showed it on the podcast, but maybe like when I first started it, because there's no markers on here whatsoever. So
yeah, like the last time I saw it, you had one of the wedges done, like one of the,
yeah, one of these repeats. So
yeah,
right before Stephen West KALs started, 2 weeks before, me and Kim casted this on, and we were doing a section a night every day.
Good idea.
And then the KAL came and I left off in the middle of one. So, and that's on a size 7 needle. I don't know if I said that.
No, well, that's good.
The boneyard is a free pattern. It's a great pattern. And you can pretty much do it in any weight yarn and go until whenever you're done.
Yeah.
When you want to be done with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like about it, because that's when it got so cold in September here, and I wanted something to cover up in.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted a thicker weight shawl. Living in a large hobo is my very first Stephen West KAL that I still haven't finished. Out of all Arkansas Yarn Co. yarns. Please tell me I'm not in the, okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Star blanket. And it's
Starflake.
her Starflake, yeah. Sorry. The cream colorway and then the pumpkin pie. So I was too new to brioche, couldn't learn it as fast as I needed to for this. So I just did the garter and now I am actually on the border.
I want to make that.
I am excited. I still have, so this is like, this was a center pole. That's what happens. They collapse. They like,
Yeah.
and I have this much of my first ones. I still have both second skeins of this. I haven't caked them up yet.
So you're telling me we can have matching snowflakes?
Right? If you really want to make it, go for it. This
I
one,
do. I like it. That's the one that
I like
See-
it, but I think I would have been happier in brighter colors for me.
But seeing you make that shawl is why I was so excited to make the blanket,
Okay.
because I like that. I like the star and I like how it grows out from the star. I mean, come on, how many star crochet blankets have I made for babies?
Yeah, you made a lot.
I can't even count them anymore.
Okay, living in a Wizard of Oz bag that I got for Wizard of Oz mystery, like every 3 months you got a skein of yarn.
Oh, cool.
And her bag maker is Donna's Designs on Etsy. Is living another Stephen West.
Mhm.
And this you saw quite a while ago. Sorry, my star got, you saw it down there by this star. This is the Lava Lakes.
Oh, wow.
So
No, there's a black stitch marker up higher.
yeah, that's where I dropped the stitch and I have
Oh.
to tuck it. So
Sorry.
you're fine. I absolutely love this one. I can't wait to work on it again. It is all out of Yarn Cafe Creations. It's on a size 5. It's going to be a fade and then fade back out.
Mhm.
It goes in and then goes right back out in a large triangle. Like Heather said, there's a theme typically with me and her of our designers or the type of yarn we use.
Yeah. We tend to stick to what we like.
Huh?
We tend to stick to what we like.
Yeah. I unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it, I have 10 Stephen West on the needles.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Where you have Stephen West or shawls, I have socks.
Okay, living in my It's So Fluffy from Knit for Brains is my what was it? Secret Pass. There we go. So
Yes, that's beautiful.
that is as far as mine is at. I bought my yarn from Hobby Lobby. It's just going into the greens and blues now. So I have quite a ways to go.
How much yarn do you have left? Oh boy.
Quite a bit, I think. I bought a roulette black. Keep going with the black if I need to, which I probably will. This is Wild and Free, and it's called Rainbow Reps. So, and I normally put my crochet hook in here so I know what size I'm using. I did not, or I must have needed it. So I'm gonna have to go back to my project page.
I think it's for I think you're using it in your Battenberg.
Gotcha.
I think.
Probably. I gotta quick make a note of Knit for Brains. I didn't put down that I gotta link the shop. And it's
Because you finished your Crochet Odyssey, right?
yes. Yes, I did. Sorry guys, sorry.
No, it's okay. The only thing that I can think of that you would use that hook for is your Battenberg. Because it's fairly small needle. Well, they're both fingering weight projects.
Oh boy. Okay. Brio band shawl from Stephen West. Or
What?
mariachi. This is the Brio band shawl from Stephen West, or as Jack calls it, the mariachi band. It is a completely brioche shawl. And that is as far as I am right now.
Y'all are insane.
I am not going to dig all the tags out right now. I have all of them labeled on my project page, which you guys know I link everything below. I do know Arkansas Yarn Co.'s in here. I know Hearthside's in here. Artistic Lily, Knit Style, Lola Did It. Are all the main dyers in here.
Wow. How many skeins of yarn do you have in there?
1, 2, 3, 7.
Wow.
And I think this is the medium-sized bag or large drawstring from us. So you can fit quite a bit in them.
I think it's the large.
This is my oldest whip. This is my Birds of a Feather.
Yes.
I can only work on this in winter, as Heather has told you guys that I have no issues at all in winter. When it's cold, once May hits to like November, I can't touch mohair. It's on a size 6. I am like 3 sections from being complete.
Yeah.
So this is all Arkansas Yarn Co. in her Fairy Hair Don't Care.
Mm-hmm.
There's the front side, sorry.
I really want to make one in her rose gold set.
That would be really pretty.
I really, really, really want to make one in her rose gold set.
So this was supposed to be a Christmas present like 5 years ago. As much time that I've put into this. And the person told me they'd never wear shawls. I don't know if I'm going to keep it, if I'm going to give it as a gift. I don't know.
I think you should keep it.
So this actually has sparkle in it, and then the mohair does not. It's super soft. If you've ever had Lori's yarn, you know that all of her yarn is very soft, very sparkly.
Yeah, if it's on her sparkle base, it's sparkle. And it's not crunchy, you know, like
this is still the first skein of this.
How many skeins come in the kit? Is it 2 or 3?
2 and 2, I think, or 2 and 1. I want to say it's 2 and 2.
I think it's 2 and 2. Yeah.
And this is my mohair. I locked this little guy up. He goes in a volley bag, stuffed inside of another bag when I work on this.
Yeah.
So
speaking of that, I either want to get the kit, the rose gold kit, and make a Birds of a Feather, or I want to get it and make a Elton. Elton. Mm-hmm. By Hohi.
There's also that Sherry shawl that I did by Amber O'Brien with the mohair and the fingering that would also work with.
Yeah, but I mean, Birds of a Feather is a shawl and the Elton's a jacket or like a cardigan.
Right.
So, but it's Hohi striped fingering and mohair to make the cardigan.
Yep.
So, and I love Lori's rose gold color.
I've worked with it a lot.
It's like,
yeah,
I'm not a yarn
very
buyer.
gorgeous. I love it, but I've worked with it so much. I'm like, no, thank you.
No, I know, but I'm not a yarn buyer, and I don't pretend to understand how they get the colors that they get.
Right.
But I don't understand how Lori gets a color of yarn, a color on a skein of yarn that looks like it's the same color as a piece of metal.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. I don't, whatever. That's why she does what she does. And I just knit it because I can't even imagine doing that.
So in our large wee size, our wee bra bags that we haven't put back in the shop in a while. I don't know if there's still a huge interest in those kind of bags, but it has two outside
Kind of
pockets.
picture?
It's called a wee bra.
Oh,
And so the pattern comes with two sizes, and then we increased for other wet sizes. But a lot of
Mhm.
people like, so when you have it pulled tight, you just grab right here and it pops open.
Oh.
So I have my 3 skeins of Malabrigo.
Mhm.
This is teal. This is paradise, and this is okra, all in sock. And this was last year's Malabrigo knit along. I had done one for the shop sample, and then I got my colorways. So
What is that pattern?
I see. I can't look on my phone right now. It's really escaping my brain.
That's okay.
But it was a free pattern that Malabrigo does every spring.
Yeah.
And Temperance, that's what it's called. Maybe if I talk long enough, it would come to me.
The temperance shawl?
Yeah. It's done on size 6s, and these are my Prim needles. The nice thing about Prims, see the little rounded tip there?
Mm-hmm.
They work really good with like mohair and lace when you need the needles to stay on and you need to get in there. I use these also on my mohair shawl that Hohi did as a wrap last year.
Oh,
You know which one I'm trying to talk about, but I had to restart that thing because it kept sliding right off my chagoos. And last,
yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I can't think of the name.
my very last whip, guys, in my drawstring bag that I first ever made. This is my very, very, very first bag I ever made. Is the spring fling shawl.
Mm-hmm.
All yarn by Artistic Yarns by Lily. No, yes, artistic Lily.
Mm-hmm.
And the spring fling. So it was the cream, and then it goes into Italian flower, and then this green that I had her custom dye and just fit right in with all 3 of them. Here's the skein, multicolored, and then the natural is gone. I took it out.
I think you're done with it.
Yeah. So I took that one out and I started using it for heel toes and cuffs.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the green was the green for Nicole. And then it's Italian sunflower.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one was Bear and Beautiful.
Yeah.
And that one I started using for heel toes and cuffs.
Mm-hmm.
That is on a size 5. That is all my whips, and my grand total is 39. Not as bad as I thought. But in the project bag over there, it's still my hybrid knit for this year. But the needles are in there, the yarn is in there, but I have not casted it on.
When did it start?
The hybrid knit start on the 26th.
Oh.
So I'm just a few days late.
Mm-hmm.
I did remember one thing. Sorry, Heather.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
My last goal was I wanted to end 2022 with half the amount of whips that I'm going in with.
So 39 divided by 2?
Mm-hmm. Well, you might as well just say 40 because I probably will just start the hat and do some of the ribbing. So I have something on the needles for the hybrid knit.
Mm-hmm. So 40. So 20. You want to end with 20 or less?
Of old whips, yes, not brand new cast-ons.
Mhm.
Now you can say what you're gonna say. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's okay. So like I said, I'm gonna do the wheel, and put in my projects on it, um, and then try to finish one a month. The only other thing that I'm going to cast on between now and the next time we record, I believe, unless the squirrel comes along and distracts me, is my January socks. So I'll be cast on January 1st. And like I said, I'm going away for New Year's, but I am taking it with me. That is one of the projects I'm taking with me.
Are you
Excuse me.
are you gonna do daily, like each day of the week, something different, or are you just doing one whip and that's what you're gonna concentrate?
I don't know if I'm going to only do that one whip, but I'm not going to spin for every day. That makes
Okay.
sense.
Oh, now
I'm going to attempt to get at least an hour a day
Okay,
working on my focus project.
gotcha. That's a good goal. You're doing better than me. I spin for 5 categories, so 2 of the days I can do whatever, but the other days I try to do at least an hour, like Heather said. And then every morning I've been trying to do 10 rows on my sock. So
Yeah.
yeah. I think I got over 10 rows today, but I was still behind, so
Oh, I'm
hoping
so sorry.
I'm hoping by the next real podcast that we do, where we do a normal episode, not that this isn't a normal podcast, but that these will be off the needles. I'm hoping.
Are you going to do an afterthought heel?
Yeah.
You should do the afterthought everything.
Never done that. Oh, you
So-
mean just go all the way so that I have the
Mhm.
toe?
Mhm.
The only problem I see me having with that is I do twisted rib, and for the stretchiness, and normally when you bind off on the other side, it flares on rib.
Yeah.
That'd be my only concern. Or my other option would be to knit just the cuff and then graft it on to the tube.
Yeah, that's your option.
So I might try it. But anything else we need to let them know about? Any of your last minute gifts, 100-day challenges, talk it to me, everything ends. Knitting expat, sweaters, they're all coming to an end tomorrow at midnight or whenever we wake up on the 1st and shut them. And then we will have to make wheels and search the hashtags and our email account and everything and get it done. So it might take us a few days to get those winners out, guys.
So, as of right now, the plan is to do the winners episode on the 5th.
Yep. Which I think is enough time for us to get that all taken care of.
Yeah, we'll record it on the 5th.
Might not see it till the 6th, but we're gonna record it.
Mhm.
And pay attention to who you're gonna be contacting and where to give us your addresses if we need addresses, or what patterns you guys would like for $10 or under. We're changing it to for the new year.
Yeah. And the only place that you can find out if you're a winner for any of our KALs, including the ones that are hosted on Instagram, is on that podcast.
Yep.
So we record on the 5th. It won't be announced anywhere else. So
Nope.
we won't announce it. We're scheduled to do a normal podcast on the 7th. We won't announce it there. It will only be on that special podcast.
And we will
it'll-
give you,
You'll know in the title that it's what it is.
yep. And we'll give you a month. So normal, a month to claim your prizes. If nobody's claimed them, we will go back and we will draw again. The only time that there's an exception to us posting on Instagram who the winners are Makeathon weekends. Other than that, we don't post on Instagram winners.
No.
You have to watch the episode. You have to be subscribed to see it. So that is all I can think of right now.
Me
I'm
too.
like kind of excited that, I don't have 54 whips at the end of the year again. It's a small victory.
No, it's not a small victory at all. It's a large victory.
Thank you.
Be excited.
I'm
You
quite,
put in a lot of work this year to get things off the list. So,
I did.
right. So we hope that you are happy and safe tomorrow night for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
We hope you have a fun time with everything you have planned. Stay safe.
Stay safe, and we will see you next year.
See you next year. Bye.
Bye.